This is Olive and Claire. We're in New York City.
Yep.
Oh, this is
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. We're passing the bridge.
We are on Williamsburg Bridge.
Right.
It's exciting. I can't believe we are together.
Yeah. Both from Hong Kong.
Yes, both from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
我識講廣東話。
係識講，冇嘢講。
Lisa May, my good friend Lisa May from London Real Academy.
Yeah, and Expat Real and
Yes.
Business Accelerator graduate, super amazing woman.
So she connected us. She said, Claire's in New York. I said, really? We were just talking about Brian, how Brian inspired us. What do you think you do differently after you were connected with Brian?
It's probably part of Hong Kong culture to be like always forward thinking and to like once that business mindset was switched on, it's easy to, think about how to expand KPI, networking and social media, all that. But I think the biggest thing about Brian, which I think is one of the best things about him that I respect, is that Brian is able to relate to and get along with everyone.
Brian said he's an introvert. I'm also an introvert.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And we get energy from being alone.
Right.
Like we need time apart from everyone, everything else to recharge. But we also love people. I feel like we just need to connect.
Yeah. I think they can exist at the same time, and I think also it's a, not to put extroverts down, but just saying that it's like a deeper connection that we crave, right? Yeah. You don't want
internal.
You don't want to just have coffee and chit chat, but there's a deeper connection, a deeper layer of understanding and empathy that is involved.
When I first watched Brian, it was how vulnerable he is. That makes me like glued to the screen watching London Real. Like, wow, this guy, I can see that he just learned something. He had a light bulb moment and he's showing it.
Yeah, and how real. I was just saying that before the camera came on. I was just like, man, if I had to, talk to people and show myself and be super happy all the time, then it must be tiring. But I'm like, if it's real, if you're just authentically presenting yourself, then, I think it might be, it does something to you. I don't know, I was gonna ask you, I think it does something to you talking to a screen instead of talking to loads of people, or just knowing that your information is going out there to inform people, to inspire, educate other people. It's just like going to another dimension.
I feel like the camera is helping me be self-aware. And I remember numerous times when I was super sad about something, super depressed, and I wasn't with anyone. I didn't want to see anyone. I picked up the camera, literally started talking to myself, and that helped me realize what's happening. It's not that bad. It started with like tears on my face, and then I'm like, now I actually feel better that I express myself. I don't know if I'm gonna ever show this to anyone. Some of them I never showed anyone. But having a camera is a great tool. Next time when someone else is in this situation, they might see a video and realize that, oh, I'm not alone.
Yeah, exactly. In being who we are and what we do very simply, people can relate to it and people are inspired by it, so it's not just us, but like this is to everybody. Like get yourself out there, vlog, do your Facebook lives, put yourself out there, because simply by being yourself, you're inspiring other people.
Phil McKernan says your journey is not about you. And I just have Brian's voice always in my head. No excuses, Olive, no excuses.
Speaking of no excuses, I do owe him an email right now.
For what?
It's for the inner circle. Yeah, so I made a decision to join just because after being the first to be interviewed on Bizac, on Real Talk, on London Real with Brian, there was just a surge of a high, and then we were traveling, there was a lot going on. And it's about, upgrading your peer group. It's about, having the right people keep you accountable. I think that Bizac was great, but at the same time, I wasn't quite ready to leave the nest quite yet. So Bizac was a journey.
How long was that?
It was 8 weeks long, technically 9 weeks long, including the module 0. Okay, technically 10 weeks long, including
It's getting longer and longer.
Module. Well, I already guessed there'd be a bonus module. For me, it was intense because the group calls were at 2 a.m. Hong Kong time.
Oh, wow.
And
That's right, 12 hours apart.
Tough. But I think it was no coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe that, you know, I drew the short end of the stick by coincidence. I think it made me more resilient. This really showed me that it's what I really wanted, to build Collective X, to help build my team. It was difficult, but I wouldn't have had it any other way.
I'm excited for you guys.
Thank you.
Claire and Val on New York Roof Fit, and we were just coming from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, at Brooklyn Zoo. And so stay tuned for that episode. Looking back, we'll remember this cat ride.
Yeah.
This is a sunset. Woo! The sun of New York City.
Golden hour.